Hey folks, welcome to Blessed by G Beats, and I am the G. And this is the first episode of Let's Get Cooking. Let's go. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him. Welcome to Let's Get Cooking, and once again, I am the G. And this series is going to be all about cooking up dope beats using various VSTs and maybe even sample packs and different DAWs even. And I'm gonna do a few things on Beatmaker 3 and maybe even a couple of other mobile apps. But for the most part, I do the majority of my cooking up on top of the Maschine software. I love Native Instruments. I love their instruments. I recently bought Complete 12. So I'm going to be doing a lot of my cooking up on this channel on Maschine. As you can see here, I have the Maschine Studio and I have a Complete A49. And so as I said before, I love the actual Maschine environment. They make these dope expansions. They're very inspirational. They have a ton of drums inside of them. And so if you're a beat maker, you can really appreciate it because even when you have quote unquote, as people say, beat block or writer's block, and the real deal is, sometimes we're just not inspired, and sounds and samples and ideas inspire us. What I love about the whole Maschine setup is, especially with the expansions, they're very inspirational. They give you a lot of good material to start off with. So today we're going to be, and I don't even know if I'm going to do a cook up, but I definitely want to kind of do an overview of this new expansion pack that Native Instruments has given us. So let's go check it out. A couple of days ago, I was browsing through my emails, hoping somebody would send me a big check, but nevertheless, I came across this email that said free expansion, download Chromatic Fire. So it looks like that Native Instruments has given its customers a free Maschine expansion pack, which I'm pretty sure you can use inside a battery, called Chromatic Fire. And it says here, this one's on us. Celebrate 10 years of Maschine with fresh new sounds. So they're basically giving us this Chromatic Fire expansion, and it has, it's 14, I think it's actually 15 kits inspired and made by 14 of their favorite artists and sound designers. It says spanning from trap to techno and all points in between. So I've already downloaded it. You have to be a Maschine user or to be able to get this and be signed up through Native Access. So I've already downloaded it. So today, let's see if Chromatic Fire is actually fire. So it's set up just like a typical Maschine expansion. You have the projects. You have the kits, which is what I typically like to start with. You got the sounds. And then, of course, you got all of the individual samples. So if you want to make your own drum kit, for people who don't know how to make drum kits in Maschine, it's pretty simple. It's just drag and drop sounds, just like that. So it's no big deal to make sounds inside of the Maschine software. But I typically like to start with the kits. That's where I kind of get my inspiration from. So kind of looking here, I'm sorry, let's go here to the kits. Kind of looking at the kits, it looks like there's actually 15 kits. So what I would want to do first, just to kind of give us an overview, and then we can probably get to some cooking, but I want to give us an overview of Chromatic Fire in these 15 kits. So typically what I do whenever I start with my Maschine expansions, I go to the kits, and if you click on a kit, it will basically give you, more than likely, I'm thinking it's a demo of the full-size song project that they have for the kit. So what I like to do is I click on it and see what they sound like. So the first kit is called the Black Earth Kit. Okay, nice. Probably not something I'm going to use, but Next is the concrete dubs kit. Pump up the jam while you can. Oh man, that's a definitely a dubstep club banger. Let's see. Next is the Dev Breaks kit. I like that. Like that. Next is the Dev Traps kit. Sounds like that old school 808 sound. Next, we have the Exosphere kit. I like that. Next is the Gun Fingers kit. It lives up to the name. Next is the Jacoby Woodbine or the Jacoby Woodmine kit. The Jacoby Woodmine kit is what I think that says. That's dope. Let's hear that one more time. That's dope. So what I like to do is whenever I get a kit that I like, um, Maschine will let you favorite, and most VSTs do these days, but it'll let you favorite. So let's favorite that because I think we're going to come back to that. So next we got the Lightspeed kit. Okay. Dope. Like that lo-fi. Let's start that up. Next is the Mirage kit. Let's hear that again. That's dope. Next is the My Time kit. I'm digging that. That's called the Off Script kit. Man, that thing is a banger. I like that 4 on the floor. And that bass is just nasty. Let's hear that again. Let's put a star on that. Next is the Orange Tin kit. We'll put a star by that. Sounds pretty creative. Next is the 10 years off kit. Definitely sounds like 10 years off. Sounds like a dream or fantasy there. And next is the werewolf kit, finally. So, listening to this Chromatic Fire expansion, I would have to say that this expansion is fire. There are actually 7 kits that I starred right off the bat that I know that I want to go back in and do some cook up with. So this is a very dope expansion, very inspirational. So you don't even have to purchase it. If you own Maschine, just go to your native access and it should be there to download. And so as for me, I think we're going to conclude this first episode of Let's Get Cooking. We're actually going to do part 2, and I'm actually going to cook up with the Chromatic Fire. So if you like what you've seen, like what you heard, man, make sure hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload not only part 2, but when I upload more content to this channel. There is plenty coming to Blessed by G Beats. So remember, keep going.